Here's the dock at Bidwell. And all the sediment coming out of the water really stinks. Smells like sewage or something. There's a lot of trees starting to come out of the water. A lot of little bushes too. Even the big buoys. You can see over here, there's one of the islands coming out. There's a whole bunch of trees around it. Kind of goes all the way out between the houseboats out there. I can see why they don't want boats out here. I mean, way out in the main body, there's just tons of trees coming out of the water. It looks like way over there in between the 2 points towards the main body, there's actually trees all the way across from point to point. I can't see it in the camera, but I can see it from here, so they're pretty tall trees. Same thing here, there's like out in front of the houseboat line, there's a whole bunch of trees coming out of the water. I mean, that one that's already out of the water has to be like 12, 15 feet out. I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of trees everywhere. Sun coming up over the bridge. Still a lot of smoke. Doesn't smell real bad, but it's pretty thick. Got like one bite out of a tree, didn't manage to get it. Got snagged up in the tree. I'm gonna keep trying here. You can see this is gotta be another island about to come out. Big old trees on top of it. You see, it's right out in front of the buoy line. Everybody whips around the corner, comes past the triple decker, zooms down the buoy line. No idea these trees were all right here. Bet you a few salmon fishermen have lost downriggers here before. You can see it there, but the island way out in the middle started coming out of the water a while ago. I know this stuff's been out of the lake since they filled it. What a trip. Got one. Out of these trees way out here. Doesn't feel real big. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. A little bass. Really wanted to use my flies, but lost two in the trees real quick, so I said that was a bad idea. Put on a Texas rig here. Go weedless. There you go. Let's see here. Oh boy. Going to a tree. Alright, fish. Wing caught me. Alright, let's see how big it is here. 11.5 inches. I'm using here is just a oxblood robo worm with the purple vein down it. I think it's oxblood purple. It's got the red flag. I got a 3/16 bullet weight. Offset shank size 1/0. A lot of times I put Procure cross scent on it. I don't have any on right now, but just casting at the edge of these trees right here. Managed to pull that one out of the tree. I have no idea how deep it is. Looks like an old gray pine. So it could be pretty deep. Well, I'm gonna try to find out. Tons of like 20-pound or 30-pound fishing line in it. Big old rat nest up there. The other one actually did have a downrigger line in it. Looked like the downrigger weight was already gone. Somebody got it. Man, if I had all day and tons of energy, it'd be nice to just kayak around looking for those weights. You can see way over at Canyon Creek, there's just tons of trees over there coming out of the water too. Torn, I don't know which way I want to go. Too much area to fish, not enough time. I just wish I had more energy. It wasn't so far. I mean, it's like 2.5 miles over there at least. A lot of nothing in between. Could be fun, maybe when it's not as smoky. Now's the time to do it. You can cut it all the way across the main body without having to worry about boats. Tubers behind wakeboard boats. Intentionally making giant waves. That's always fun for kayaking. None of that today. There's nobody here. Just houseboaters. Woo! I'm out of breath. That was a paddle. Said forget it. Might only get this one chance to come do this. So I paddled across to the island. I gotta check it out. Might not get another chance to fish it. I'll have more chances. I might not take them, so. You only live once. I gotta tell you, it's really nice with no boats out here. I'm hoping we get early rain in October. Water starts coming up. Looks like right now they're dropping it maybe 1/4 foot a day to 1/2 foot at the most. So hope we make it there without it getting too bad. And then we just get blown out. Huge storms, tons of snow. Fill this lake back up. Probably won't happen all in one year, but you never know. We've seen it happen before. Man, it's beautiful out. I'm gonna catch a fish. Just had a bite. See if it comes back for it. It's a little hard to say because all the branches feel like bites when you're pulling them over them. Those really loose branches that bend with it, you know. Yeah, those branches. Not too fond of fishing the trees. Used to do it a lot when we were kids up at Shasta when the water was low. You always catch fish. It's just, I like fishing exposed hook because I like fishing these light rods. Exposed hook gives you that hook set, whereas when you're fishing like a Texas rig where it's weedless, you need a little more backbone to get a really good hook set out of it. Get that hook penetration. It's not that I don't have a lot of experience doing it, I just prefer to have exposed hooks. Make it a little easier on yourself. Even with the weedless though, I seem to get snagged here and there. I would have loved to have brought my metal detector. I didn't bring it because I didn't really plan on coming this way. I thought maybe there wouldn't be a good spot to actually get out of the kayak because of the mud. If I did come over here. But I've heard that they use this island for artillery guns during World War II. You know, it's just a hilltop. It would be pretty cool to metal detect it. See if you find any cool relics. Old ammo shells or something. No more bites yet. I always feel like fishing with the Texas rig, it's a bit of a grind. Always get fish with them, but it just seems like the bites are pretty far between. Which makes making those connects all more important, I guess. I'll try it with the Texas rig a little bit longer. I'm probably going to put on another hair jig here in a minute. Just don't want to lose too many in the trees. Unless I'm actually catching fish. You know, I'm really surprised that I'm not seeing a bunch of topwater action. I don't know if I just didn't start early enough or it's not really happening. Oh, that was a branch. Felt like a fish. But I was all excited. I painted my own whopper ploppers, brought them. Saw a little topwater earlier, but I don't know what's going on. Usually you see it everywhere this time of day, this time of year. I'm just in the wrong spot. All right, so there was a fish down there. Looks like a decent one. It's coming up now. Whoa! Yeah, it was coming up. I'm so glad I fixed my drag. It was so loud. The incident that messed it up. There's this little wire in there. It's not a traditional drag. Bent the crud out of the wire. You know, it's not that big a fish. Another 10, 12 incher maybe. There we go. Not quite what I'm looking for. Might actually keep a few today. Not keeping 12 inchers, but yeah, if I find a 14 or something, I'll keep it. Haven't ate bass in a while. Dang. Had a hook up on the very next cast, but it caught me off guard, so I didn't get the hook set. Another little one though. Must be a little school of them hanging out behind this little tree. Make sure my hook's set a little better. Oh man, it snagged me. Darn it. That was a fish. Definitely wrapped me. That sucks. Just running at me and everything. I gave it too much time. Took me into a branch or something. Oh, there it is. It's loose. Oh, and it came loose. Well, like I said, I just don't get the hook sets. The Texas rig on this rod. Oh, I'm gonna have to switch rods with it. There's nothing more symbolic of California right now. Low water and smoke. It's the two things going on right now in California. Here's the island. Looks like somebody walked through it right when it came out of the water. Sediment's not too thick on it. See chunks here. Bottom. Clay and salt. A lot of little bushes. A few rocks. It's kind of a random line that actually goes all the way across it. It's interesting. A lot of feathers already. Good ones to get. Little tree stump. I'm a little surprised how many like small trees there are. Not a ton of big ones. Oh, there's feathers everywhere. Geese and grebes have been using the island. Yeah, unfortunately the wind changed directions and now it's blowing out of the south. It's coming straight over the dam and pushing up the arms. When I got here, it was coming down the arms. It wasn't that bad when I crossed. It's only been blowing this way for like 20 minutes. There's already rollers, so I got to take off. Got to get back across while I can. It's too bad. I really wanted to go up Canyon Creek. Just gonna maybe plan for the next weekend or the weekend after. Hopefully I catch a chance when it's not super windy. All right, here we go. It'll be a fun ride. Made it back across. All right. Just fishing the trees here in the middle of the houseboats. I gotta say, it looks like the marina crew is doing a great job keeping the trees away, pulling them up as they come up. When they're near the houseboats, you only really see them between. They're doing a good job. You know, I knew houseboaters like to party, but this island is littered with beer cans. Just thought for you houseboaters out here, keep dropping empties off the side when the water's low. It ain't hard to call you out. It'd be pretty easy to say what buoy line this is. I can see it over there. There's chairs, ramps, beer cans, all kinds of garbage. Metal frame of something over here. And I've seen them this big in the Feather River a few times. But look at these freshwater clamshells. I have pretty big hands. These are big for freshwater. I'll take a couple with me. You know, when you find them like this, you never see the meat inside. When they die, they split open, something eats it. Crawdads or little fish or something.